a lot of tricks in the bag, and we're actually going to go ahead and move on to some of our other trickier opponents, or two opponents here that are tricky in their own right. We're going to have Justgoodpop and Cleytito. We're going to have a matchup of another heavy versus a zoner, with Cleytito playing Young Link and Justgoodpop playing Ike.
Yeah.
Now, we kind of had a good idea of how you want to play the matchup in the end of a zoner. Keep your distance, keep your opponent in the air, punish them appropriately. What do you think a character like Ike would have to do against a Young Link?
Oh, for Justgoodpop, it's absolutely going to be his timing. Because we all know, now this far in the meta, people know how Ike wants to get you. And the real thing that you have to do as an Ike player is you have to mix up your timing and your 50-50s, especially when you're approaching. You have to try to mix them up. Hey, I'm going to empty hop this time, or maybe this time I'm just going to run into an F-tilt. It's really just going to be how he's going to take note of how Cleytito's trying to avoid his pressure and adapt to that and find his way in creatively. You can't just rely on full hop nairs, because Young Link does have the mobility and the speed to actually just jump up and hit him before the nair even comes out, because you have to time the nair at the top of the jump. If they get underneath you before that comes out, it's going to be trouble, especially as Young Link, who can do so much damage. He can really blow you up.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
I mean, the damage racks up like no one's business. But the problem with a lot of these zoning characters is they're great at racking up the damage, but then all of a sudden your opponent's at 150 and you're 60, and they have crazy kill moves like, I don't know, Ike forward smash, Ike forward tilt, Ike up smash, neutral B, Ike back air.
Up tilt
Did I say enough yet? Is that enough moves? Is that enough powerful moves? But no, that's really one of the scary things about going up against a heavy hitter like Ike, is the fact that you never know when they're going to come out with this big swing, and catch you off guard and just eat one of your projectiles, go straight through it, and KO you super early.
It's frightening. You have to be careful when you're going in on such a strong character, because once they get a chance to throw out a big move, especially when you're in advantage, to take you out, they will pull the trigger. So you got to be careful, especially facing backwards from Ike. That back air can come out so fast. I'm expecting to see at least one just crazy kill from Justgoodpop, pulling the trigger in his disadvantage and catching Cleytito off guard.
One of Justgoodpop's strongest options is to do the dash back or run back forward tilt, so that way he can catch opponents chasing him.
He's so smart at doing it too. I've seen him do it many
Playing
times.
against someone like Cleytito, though, I wonder how that's going to work against someone who approaches with an option in front of them.
Yeah.
Like an arrow or boomerang, a bomb. I wonder how that's going to work. I'm excited to see. So game one, we're going to have Young Link versus Ike on PS2. Lord Keeper Zinnia keeping us entertained here audibly.
Very good opening. Not able to take much from it. Justgoodpop. But, he doesn't take the stage advantage. I'm surprised he didn't throw him off stage.
That's what I'm talking about. When you have your projectile out and the heavy character just blows it up and right off the back, this is, like you said, a fantastic start for Justgoodpop.
Why did Cleytito go on stage? Eruption. That was a little bit eager for the eruption there, and he's taking a lot of percent in the corner for it. He might actually die.
Yep, there goes his momentum.
Oh,
no
my
jump.
God!
And just like that. Justgoodpop trying to laugh it off, understanding, I hope understanding that, getting too risky one time can result in death. And here we got the back air trains.
No! Is that another one? He almost gets the... Oh, I don't think Link actually had Young Link as a spike kickbox, so I was scared for a second there. Oh, my goodness. Justgoodpop has a little bit of a hill to climb here to get back to even. And
not
there
so
goes.
much. I mean, 45% is not a lot of damage.
That was an anthill I was talking about there. Jesus Christ. This game is heating up very quickly. All right, Cleytito putting on a lot of pressure. He doesn't want to give Justgoodpop the chance to play around with the stage and his positioning.
Already at 100%. This is where we're going to have to see how does Cleytito close out the stocks here, because a character like Ike, I mean, 100%, honestly, that's just that's a couple more hits. Nair, forward air, 59%.
I thought he was going to go for a down air.
Eruption. Wow, he got it that time.
Yeah.
So this is the scenario I'm talking about. As his owner, when do you elect to go in? Because that neutral air to back air at 75 gets him a lead.
One wrong move, and that's your life. Cleytito now one stock left in this first game against Justgoodpop. He could take his second stock very easily here. Just one more hit, especially off stage, he can do it. Oh, Justgoodpop going very high, just barely avoiding the ledge trap. Oh my God.
Nair, up tilt.
It starts. It starts here.
Oh. Down throw. Forward air. This damage coming in from Justgoodpop. And again, guys, this is round robin pool, so every game actually matters.
Oh, why did he go for the up tilt so close? You just went for a grab or a faster burst option there.
I really like the fact that Cleytito selected down smash as his punish, because Ike having a horizontal primary recovery can be very detrimental.
Yes. Sending him off to the side is what you want to do, absolutely.
Up nair to up air, we'll take
hit.
it.
One hit. That's
And
exactly what I was saying.
Just like that.
I predicted it.
Yep, absolutely.
Cleytito was an advantage. He was trying to get his percent, and then Justgoodpop just pulls the trigger while Cleytito's trying to do his combo, steals the stock from him, and ends up netting the game.
Absolutely. And, you know, it comes back to a lot of what you're talking about is just Justgoodpop being able to do what he can. And look at his smug little face. He knows he kind of got away with one. He knows he got away with one.
Every time he does it, he's like,
He's
that's,
like,
that's a free stock. Sorry. You should have known better.
Justgoodpop got that face of Jim Carrey when he played The Mask. Without the green.
Oh, my God.
But we're going to come into round.
That edit.
Let me ask you this,
Tweet
though.
that at me.
When you're down a game, how do you feel about players saying, let's just run it back?
I mean, you would have to have a deep understanding of the matchup and the way the two characters function on that stage to be able to just say, hey, I know enough about this stage, so I'm just going to run it back and show you how this matchup works.
Do you feel that Cleytito made the right choice in selecting to go right back to PS2? Because these platforms, I feel like, have been a pretty big problem for him.
They're going to be more of a problem than they are a solution for him, 100%. I would have switched the stage for sure. Especially, possibly even a flat stage like Final Destination would have been way better because give Justgoodpop less opportunities to get back on the stage. So you see he's recovering very high consistently when Cleytito throws him off stage. So that's going to be one thing to watch out for. But he's actually putting on very, very a lot of percent.
Fire arrow to nair, clearing up that stock.
Very clean first stock by Cleytito here. And he just has to be more careful about how he's approaching Justgoodpop, especially even when he's in advantage. You're never safe against Ike. Is the eruption going to come out? Oh, no.
Oh, he goes for the forward tilt. I'm surprised because at that point when he went over him, I think up smash might have actually even taken the stock because he would have a little bit of a charge. Then again, I don't think he wanted to miss the aerial drift from Youngling. So I think it was a good option. Not sure if it was fully optimal.
Yeah, not optimal.
Let's see how that's going to end up playing out because now Cleytito has an opportunity to really rack up some percent here.
Look at Justgoodpop boxing him in, using his stage control in the center, walling him out with these nairs. He just has to get one, and there goes the stock.
There's the one. There's
he knows
the one.
what he needs to do to get it done. Now 2 stocks here in game 2. Justgoodpop just has to take this next game, take the set over Cleytito.
Oh, that next forward was going to put him off stage without a double jump. I like what Justgoodpop here is doing, but Cleytito, I feel like, oh, wow, really tricky stuff. I believe he was ready for that.
Yeah. We're seeing a lot different play from Cleytito here as well. He's relying more on his projectiles to create openings as far as just going in as he was in the last game because he was getting caught out a lot for that and taking way too much damage.
Absolutely. And I love the fact that he is playing more projectile heavy because it's definitely causing some problems for Justgoodpop just moving around the stage. There's a fire air up air, tries to get another one, does not complete it.
Has to keep it going. Lets off on the pressure. He's respecting Ike.
Oh, yo, the jab out of the hit some, or excuse me, the startup for the forward up smash. Just a big sequence. I couldn't even say it, but it was fantastic play for both players.
Very good reactions from Justgoodpop. Cleytito, if he can, I feel like if he can wear down Justgoodpop.
Oh, that down
my goodness. Because Justgoodpop is a player that will crack under the pressure if you just lay it on him and don't let him play the game that he wants. You can wear him down and he'll start to crack.
I like the angle Cleytito is throwing the boomerang. It's bouncing off the stage, going up.
To cover the jumps from Justgoodpop.
These attacks coming out of Justgoodpop right now are just immaculate. Throwing them all across the stage and then keeping stage control. He just needs to clear it up, and there is 11%.
Catches him trying to use the boomerang again.
This is where Cleytito, I feel like, has been struggling. Just letting his opponent come back and take full control.
Has to be careful about how he's continuing his advantage here. Very good whiff punish.
Get down to
carries it off stage. Did he get his jump? No, he didn't.
And just like that, 100% on Justgoodpop. How is Cleytito going to close out the stock?
He has to be very careful here.
Oh, that jab.
Don't push your luck. Bomb coming in clutch.
Cleytito's definitely playing and dancing around Justgood's shield. It's causing a little bit of a tough situation here. I'd like to see Justgoodpop go for a couple more grabs because we're seeing a lot of shield coming out from Cleytito. And there's a barrage of fire arrows.
I'd like to see a lot more grabs from Cleytito as well. Justgoodpop relying on his shield quite a bit when he's not nairing. Oh my goodness, catches one.
Oh,
that was so scary. He actually gets the last
shield
hit.
And gets hit by the up smash.
I think he thought he was up tilting, so he dropped his shield mid up smash. Wow. The lack of knowledge there.
It's unfortunate.
Cleytito just barely.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because Justgoodpop out of that may have had, that might have been the option or the scenario that would have turned the whole game around. And
It really would. If he
2-0.
caught him on that whiffed up smash, that would have been huge for him. And I feel like, I was going to say something very profound.
I feel a Smashville counter pick. I feel a Smashville counter pick.
Yeah.
Oh, Yoshi Story. Is that where he's going to go?
He's going to want to take him to probably Yoshi's, or he wants platforms especially because he's been using them very well. Town.
I don't know, man.
I don't know, because then it's going to turn flat, and then
because he will have the full stage to
yeah.
dance around him.
He has a lot of space on the ground, a lot of space on the platforms, which admittedly is better for Justgoodpop than it is for Cleytito, but when the platforms go away, that's Cleytito's chance to really push his advantage, and especially offstage versus Justgoodpop.
Well, here we go, and we'll see how the stage plays as a factor, because it's going to really be the determining factor of maybe where he's going to go in the future. But these down airs, I don't know how I feel about them from Cleytito.
They're very reactive, very knee-jerk.
Wow.
Oh, goodness.
Great anti-air with that up tilt.
It's actually very clean. It's almost like he saw into the future for that one. Okay, backing off.
Justgoodpop is playing extremely confident, and I'm a little bit surprised after that game.
Very clean.
That was a fantastic tech chase.
Yeah. I've been saying this for a long time now. If Justgoodpop would just take himself seriously, he has the potential to be a very, very good player in Las Vegas. But he views it more as a joke than a competitive sport. But now we see him taking himself a little bit more seriously, actually playing very well in this set versus Cleytito. 76 to 123%. Now,
Justgoodpop is in that percent where Ike can die. Youngling definitely has the power. That dash attack not going to do it, but now we're getting to the situation where 150 against a heavy. Oh, if he just pulled the trigger on the up air.
Oh, no, he gets caught by another one. Just barely escapes, and the down air actually bounces off the shield.
Wow, just barely whips the dash attack. That absolutely would have taken the stock, but that neutral air forward air. I think he was too far apart.
Possibly.
That nair out of shield, obliterating that stock. Now Cleytito a little more comfortable here, has that lead.
He's getting away with free down airs on landing every time. It's frightening.
The movement itself has ridiculously low cooldown, though. That, along with up B, deceptive moves to try to punish.
How did he get away with that boomerang? Oh, my goodness. And he's like escaped the percent threshold where Justgoodpop can set him up for a kill. He has to really hunt one down.
Yep.
There we go.
There it is.
Catches him on the lag from the side B. And the taunt.
He is feeling himself. You know what? This might be something that I mentioned earlier, watching Prophet and Tonga play. Sometimes players that are a little bit emotional, Cleytito definitely being one of them, may let something like that get in their head. And Justgoodpop, I know, is a player that likes to use any kind of advantage he can in or outside of the game. That taunt, although it's a part of the game, it's really a mental thing.
Oh, absolutely.
Maybe reading too much into it, but
possibly. Sometimes it's just.
Sometimes he's just popping off.
Both the guys aren't affected by it.
Back to the match, though. This is the part of the stage I feel like we both agree is very, very sus for Justgoodpop. Just FD.
It's going to be tough for him. The platform's coming back just a little bit here. That might help him out. But you can see now that the platforms are gone up. Oh! Why does he keep doing that?
He gets obliterated for it.
I understand why you would go for an option there, but that's when they're off stage. When they're already holding the ledge, you can't do much for you unless they neutral get up.
He's going for the up B.
Up B. Just barely! Oh!
And he clips him.
Even Cleytito surprised me. Let's go. Pop, baby. Justgoodpop is taking it back. I forgot that Cleytito was a game up. I forgot. That was a 2-0. Clean. Oh, my God. And he just got hit by 2 hits at the up B as well.
Just the first and the last. That's all it took.
I thought he hesitated too much, but he got that one little hit. That was enough to get it done.
He definitely could have survived that scenario had he just
maybe
sometimes you get got. I want to say that he could have done this or that, but truthfully, it's a tough situation to be in, being a heavy character.
Yeah.
And sometimes you just got to eat it, and right there he ate it.
And that's just like Cleytito to end it in like a flashy way.
To be honest, I'm going to attribute this a lot to kind of what you were saying earlier. Justgoodpop, if he were to take this game a little more seriously and maybe take himself a little more seriously, he'd probably have a little more patience. And
no, because that's the problem. Because he views himself. He doesn't view himself